So there's this one thing that you've probably been told to do by all the manifesting gurus and the mindset gurus and all the other gurus that if you are actually following their advice and doing could literally be keeping you from manifesting exactly what you want. And I say this and I know it sounds shocking and upsetting, like they're not purposefully telling you this so that you won't get what you want. The problem is people don't understand it and they're not explaining it in nuance, right? So this came up because I had a client, and this client is worth probably about 30 million, and we're working together and we're doing things, and she's incredible. She's absolutely incredible. We're working on manifesting, and she has some things that she really wants to manifest, and she's doing great about it. She's doing a personal manifesting formula. She's doing all the things, working on her mindset. She's doing great. But every single call we have, she's like, she does this one thing. And let me know if you recognize it. Like, let me know if you recognize it. The one thing she does is she's like, so everything is really good. And I'm like, really grateful. I'm like, okay. That's great. Everything's really good and you're really grateful. And then she proceeds to tell me what she wants, but is not happening, right? So it looks different every time, but like literally, and we meet every week, 3 weeks a month. And she's like, so I'm having this progress and that's really great. I'm really happy with the progress. Everything is fantastic. And look, my life is really great. Everything is really going my way. And she'll start quantifying all these things that are really good in her life as if all of these really good things that are going on in her life is going to minimize the fact that she is still not getting the results she wants and she's not getting where she wants to be. And I looked at her and I was like, all right. And we'll call her Julie. So I was like, all right, Julie, my question is, like, that's really great that your life is fantastic, right? Like, her life is fantastic. And she's, she's about to be married. She's got the life that she always wanted. She's got the money. She's got everything else. There are things that she's working on that we're working together to manifest that she doesn't have. And this is pretty normal, even for people in the multi-million dollar range, the decamillionaire range, the multi-decamillionaire range. And so I'm like, but you keep quantifying this. You keep qualifying that everything is so great, but yet you still don't have what you want. And she's like, but I'm still grateful. And I was like, that's fantastic. So this is what's happening. Like, can you catch it? And you might think that, like, well, she's being grateful and she's obviously a very happy and positive person. So maybe there's something else not working for her. But what she is doing, I see happen over and over and over. I'll give you another example. This is not a client who is worth millions and millions and millions of dollars, right? So I have a client, Monica, right? Monica has a couple of children. She has a really great marriage. She has a really great life. And she's like, I love my life. I'm so happy. I'm so blessed. Everything is so great. But I still don't have the kind of relationship I want with my husband. And I don't have, there's something very specific she wants to manifest that she hasn't manifested. And she also wants a summer home, right? So there's 3 things that we're working on together. And she's doing her personal manifesting and she's doing all these things. And she's like, but my life is still really good. I'm like, yeah, your life is still really good, but it's not what you want yet. She's like, no, but I feel like I'm so grateful for what I have. And I'm just like, everything is really good. I'm like, yeah, everything is really good. But you don't have what you want. Now, I'm going to wrap it up for you, right? Because I think you have an idea of what's going on, but I want it to be super crystal clear. So what is going on with both clients, Julie and Monica, is a bit of positive Pollyanna. I call it positive Pollyanna because the gurus have taught people that you have to be positive. And we all know that positivity works. We all know that being positive will get us further in our manifestation and in our mindset work than being negative. We know that good things happen to people who have a more positive outlook. We know that the glass half full is better than the glass half empty. We know that things just work out when we're in a positive frame of mind. And both of these women are very grateful. We know that things work out when we are grateful. We know that when we already appreciate what we have and everything we have, things get even better. And we know that acknowledging all the good we have, all the good that we have in our life, just brings more good into our life. But being a positive Pollyanna is not the way to go. So what do I mean by positive Pollyanna? Both of these women, and these women are not the poster children for this. Like, I see this across the board in women I work with all over. I've worked with over 3,400 clients and students, and I have seen this like over and over and over. And what it is they are in denial of reality because they are so programmed to be positive, because they want to be positive, because they think being positive is the way to go. But in being positive, they are denying reality. And when you deny reality, it's literally like walking into a bus station and going, I want to go somewhere. And the person at the ticket counter goes, where do you want to go? And you're like, yes, I want to go somewhere. And they're like, that's great. Tell me where you want to go. And you're like, I want one ticket to go somewhere. But where? So that's kind of the reverse, right? Because really it would look like this. It would look like you walked into a ticket counter and you didn't know where you were. And you're like, I want to get here. And they would say, okay, just tell me where you are. Just tell me where you are right now. And you're like, well, I don't know where I am right now. I'm in the Wizard of Oz. And they would be like, you're not, right? It's an illusion. We're trying to cover up the fact that we don't have something that we want, and we want it very much. It's in our heart, it's in our desire, it's in our energy. It is put there for us divinely. It's put there for us to actually create. That is what our desires are. But in that desire being given to you, in that desire being put into your heart, in that desire being put into your energy to bring into your reality, if you are denying the reality, you have nowhere to begin. Because only when you acknowledge reality to be exactly what it is, only when you acknowledge what is really going on, can you get to where you want to go. That's why both of these women are stifled in their manifesting journey. That's why they're having problems in their mindset. Because in each case, and I have more clients that are going through this, it seems like everyone goes through a very similar thing at the same time, and it goes in waves, and I see this in multiple times. But it's so fascinating to me. But the thing is that they want to quantify that everything's good because society tells us that, oh, if you're already happy, why are you asking for more? These are women that are, by most people's standards, pretty successful, and they've done things that a lot of people haven't, and they do have a pretty good life. But none of that changes the fact that they desire more. And none of that changes the fact that what they desire is not showing up for them. And none of that changes the fact that they aren't getting what they want. And the fact is, you have to look at where you are by looking at what is going on, by acknowledging the reality that you are currently in, so that you can then take this moment, assess it, and get to the reality you want. You can't move forward unless you first know where you are, what you're going through, and what is going on for you. And when we say, yes, but I'm so happy, and yes, but life is so great, life may be so great, and you can put that on your gratitude list, and you can put that on your happy board, and you can go about your life. But if you are in denial of what is really going on, the fact that there are things you want that you don't have, you are never going to get them. And this is where I see people fall off the manifesting train, fall off the mindset train, fall off the create your own reality train, faster than anything else because they are unwilling to acknowledge it. And I call it positive Pollyanna because it's a bit toxic. It's like, we're just going to be positive Pollyanna today and just cover up what we don't want to see and cover up what's not working out for us and cover up what is not doing it for us. And the fact is that you can't leave any one piece of you and your reality and your life and your energy behind. All of it is relevant. All of it is you. And just like you bring all of you to the table, you bring all of you to manifesting. You bring all of you to mindset. You bring all of you to coaching. You bring all of you to your next level. You bring all of you to your reality. You bring all of you to your relationship. You bring all of you to this moment in time, to the next moment in time, to where you want to be. And all of you includes your perception and your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions of your current reality. So the fact that things are really going great, but you still don't have what you want, but you feel like because you have so much, or maybe you have more than some people and still much less than many other people, let me point out, like you feel like you should be grateful and that like you have to acknowledge that above and beyond everything else, but you don't. Like you can still be grateful that you have an incredible life, an incredible family, healthy children, all of that. That is all amazing. But that doesn't discount or disqualify the fact that there are desires in your heart that have not been met. And as soon as you allow yourself to view reality, the perception of what is going on through your own lens of truth, and really take it in and acknowledge it and say, this is truth, only then do you unlock more power. I always say that mindset and manifesting are unlocking more truth so you have access to more power, so you can unlock more truth so you have access to more power. This happens because you are willing to see things as they are. The person who is willing to see things as they are is the person who will go further and manifest more and create their reality the way they want because there is no disillusion about what they're looking at. Perhaps they don't have a problem admitting that their husband is, too attached to the TV or not as active as they would like him to be. He might be great in every other way, but if this is a problem and they haven't worked it out within themselves and they haven't acknowledged it and they haven't looked at it and they haven't done the mindset work around it and they haven't done the manifesting work around it, that is going to be the problem that holds them back. That is the part of reality, that is the part of their life they're refusing to acknowledge. They're kind of putting it away in a closet and shutting it off, going, oh, that's so nice, right in there. I'll keep it right in there. Nobody opened the door. It's fine. It's in there. But you don't have a closet in your life, in your energy, in your body, in your thoughts, and your feelings. Everything is you. And all of the things in the closet are still attached to you. They are you. They have access to you. You have access to them. They don't go away simply because you ignore them. Now, using your husband as an example was probably pretty poor. I wouldn't actually like to use that. But we could use this one. This is one that I had a problem with for a very long time. So I had a problem with the fact that I couldn't get my family to keep the house neat. And if I couldn't get my family to keep the house neat, I couldn't hire a maid to come in and clean, right? And so I tried every other way around this, every possible way. Like I ignored it, I did it, I fought with them, and then I was like, that's not working. And so then I'm like, I'll just make peace with it. The problem is with me, the problem is inside of me, which it was, the problem was inside of me, but also I had to acknowledge it was there. As soon as I acknowledged that this was part of my life, boom. My family didn't turn into like Molly maids overnight, but they got neat enough that something could be done, that my house no longer looked like a disaster went off and it was, a bombing. I don't even know what to say there, right? Like, but every Friday it would be like the end of the week and I'm like, oh my God, this is my house, right? And so I had to acknowledge it and the reality of what was going on for it to change. And when I did that, it changed. So my purpose here, my question to you, my prompt to you, I want you to do the work. What about your life are you positive Pollyanna-ing over? What are you swiping over, pushing in the closet, boxing up and putting away so you don't have to acknowledge it, covering up with gratitude and thankfulness and appreciation and acknowledgement of everything else so you can ignore that? What are you in denial about that is holding you back? Because whatever you are in denial about is holding you back from manifesting. I guarantee it. I double guarantee it. Like money back guarantee it. Just write to me and we will stroke you a check for nothing since this is free. I'm joking. But really, that's the thing. What are you in denial about? Because whatever you are denying, and for some people this might be one thing, it might be 3 things, it might be 33 things, I don't know. But whatever you are denying is exactly where your power is just siphoned off. It's just cut off. Your power is cut off because of being in denial. And the reason is because when you are in denial, you're in illusion. And illusion is not truth. And truth is what unlocks power. And power is what unlocks truth. And it creates this circular cycle, this upward spiral that allows you to manifest. Right? And I say upward spiral, it's just like the spiral of good in life just getting better and better and better. It's nothing like tangible or visible. It's a feeling when you know that you've unlocked more truth and you feel that you have more access to power because of this. You have more power to access, and that alone allows you to see even past more of the illusion and more truth for you to unlock. So this is Sherry Hemstreet. Thank you so much for joining me, and be sure to check me out on my website or send me a message. Let me know how this went for you. And let me know that you are taking the challenge and diving into what you are in denial about below.